Shalom, shalom. This is El Dayo from One Nation, One Power, coming back to you, brothers and sisters, one more time. All praises to the Most High Ahia, to his son Yeshaya, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, giving glory where glory is and honor where honor goes. This is the time, come on out of here, of the season that the watchmen are supposed to be watching. This is our time to be watching. Not watching television, not watching, come on out of here, pornography, not watching, come on out of here, women working out at the gym. Where are the watchmen? We talking about the biblical watchmen. Where are the watchmen of the Most High, bringing warning to the people, to tell the people to stay ready under the blood of Yeshaya? Now is not the time to go clubbing. Now is not the time to be out there in the world, my friend. Now is not the time to let your foot slide. Now is not the time to get caught up in any backsliding right now. Now is the time to stay home. Now is the time to stay in prayer. Now is the time to be studying 2 Timothy 2:15. Now is the time for you to close your door and put the blood over the doorpost. Do you hear me out there? That's what time it is. So once again, get your Bible out, get your pencil and get your paper. These videos are going to speak for themselves. One of them is in Russian, so you got to read, the words down below. Read the words as the man is speaking, because they're telling you what's about to happen on the earth, but nobody seems to be watching. We got two types of watchmen on the earth right now, and we're going to go into our Bible and we're going to identify these two types of watchmen. Are you hearing me out there? So first, let's go to our Bible and let's understand. Write down Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 and 10. Line must be up on line upon line, precept upon precept, precept upon precept. Here a little and there a little. That's Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 and 10. Next, you want to write down Psalms 119, 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. Through thy precepts, according to the Bible, I'll get understanding of the word of the Most High God. And last but not least, Psalms 119, 128. That thy precepts are right. Therefore, I also hate every false way. Now, according to Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10, go there. Isaiah 46 and 10. Isaiah 46 and 10. The Most High is bragging right here. The Most High is letting the whole world know that I'm the only one that got the power to declare the end from the beginning. In ancient times, things that are not yet done, the Most High is saying, I am the creator. He's not saying I'm a God. He's saying I am the creator. And I can what? I can tell you events that's going to happen in the future before they even happen, declaring the end from the beginning, Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning. Did you hear that? And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, I will do all my pleasure. You see, everything that's happening on the earth is the pleasure of the Most High. I'm sorry for all of you out there that's been taught that the Most High is just all love. I'm here today to let you know that is a bald-faced lie. Come on up out of here. Now, we just read Isaiah 46 and 10. Now let's go into this wonderful futuristic book. That's what I'm going to start calling the Bible. A futuristic book. A book that has the ability to tell us what's coming before it even comes. I don't need to wait for a disaster to happen. All I got to do is read the word and know that a disaster is on its way, my friend. So, according to 2 Esdras chapter 16, according to 2 Esdras chapter 16, We won't read, start at verse 35, 2nd Ezra 16 and 35. Hear now these things, and understand them, you servants of the Most High. Who's supposed to understand them? The servants of the Most High. But we're going to find out here in a minute that the servants of the Most High are few and far and in between. Verse 36. Behold, the word of the Most High. Receive it. What? Receive it. What? Receive it. No. Nah, I don't believe that. Nah, I don't believe that. What do you say? Receive it. Receive it. Receive it. Believe not the gods whom the Most High spake. Believe not the other gods. You see, when the Most High is saying, I'm going to speak and tell you something, see, when the Most High tell you danger coming, the other gods come right behind him and say, everything going to be all right. Jesus coming any day now. The raptures are coming. Just keep serving Jesus. Keep eating pig's feet and pickled pig's feet and pickled pig pie. Keep on relaxing. Everything gonna be all right. Just keep giving your tithes to the pastor. Those are the voices of the other gods. Oh, everything gonna be all right. What kind of God is this? What kind of God is this that's gonna punish the world? The same way your mama and daddy punished you. That's what kind of God it is. Your mama and daddy got it from him. Come on up out of here. So, he says in verse 36, behold, the word of the Most High. Receive it. Receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Most High spake. Verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw not. The plagues what? The plagues draw not. What? The plagues draw not and are not slack. Verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. That's 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. You can put your precept right here with 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 38. You want to pin in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. Verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come up on the earth, and the world shall mourn. And the what? And the world shall mourn. And the what? And the world shall mourn. Where these plagues gonna hit? The whole world. The world shall mourn, not just in Babylon. The whole world gonna mourn. Where you gonna run to? Wherever you go, you're gonna be a mourning. Verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come up on the earth, and the world, and the world, and the world, and the world, and the world. I gotta say that again real slow. And the world, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. Make you what? Ready to the battle. Make you what? Ready to the battle. How did our ancestors make ready to the battle when they was in ancient Egypt? Did the Most High send a word by the prophet of the mouth of Moses and tell the people to take a lamb without blemish and slay it and take the blood and put it over the doorpost of the house? Make you ready. Live clean in your house. Make you ready. Live holy in your house. Make you ready. Live a sanctified lifestyle. Make you ready. Let no gossip come in your house. Make you ready. Don't let no perversion come in your house. Make you ready, my brother and my sister, because the plagues are not slack that the Most High is sending upon the earth. Make you ready. Now, let's go back into our wonderful Bible. Let's hit Ezekiel chapter 33. Ezekiel chapter 33. Ezekiel chapter 33. Ezekiel chapter 33. We're going to begin in verse number 1. Again, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Verse 4, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon him, on his head. Verse 5, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. He that what? Taketh warning shall what? Deliver his soul. He that taketh warning and what? Shall deliver his soul. You took the warning and you prepared. Those that don't take the warning are going to be caught at Neiman Marcus. Those that don't take the warning are going to be caught in the nudie club. Those that don't take the warning going to be at the right place at the right time to receive the maximum amount of the plague. Come on up out of here. Going places on the Sabbath you ought not be going. Doing things on the Sabbath you ought not be doing. That is a day of rest, my friend. And I can tell you right now, if you haven't been paying attention to world events, the Sabbath day seems to be one of the days that the enemies of the world have fits. It's when missiles are launched. It's when wars begin. It's when people fight on the Sabbath day. Stay home and rest. Verse number 6. But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come, and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the hands of at the watchman's hands. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. You're going to give an account. Verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Wherefore, thou shalt hear the word in my mouth, and warn them from me, 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 and warn them from me. From the Most High. Isaiah now, chapter 56. Isaiah, chapter 56. Isaiah, chapter 56. Isaiah, chapter 56. And we're going to begin at verse number 10. Now, I'm operating in my element right now. Oh, come on up out of here. Isaiah 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind. His watchmen are what? Blind. His watchmen are what? Blind. They are all ignorant. They are all what? Ignorant. They are all what? Ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They what the Most High call them? Dumb dogs. Not ordinary dogs. Dumb dogs. Sit, Fido. Fido won't sit. He's a dumb dog. Come here, Fido. Fido won't come. He's a dumb dog. Fido does whatever he want, when he want, and how he want, and then expect you to feed him. Come on out of here. Dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Verse 11. Yeah, loving to slumber. Don't got a job. Loving to slumber. Got 5 wives. Loving to slumber, working for him. He loving to slumber. Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. What type of watchmen are these? They're greedy dogs, which can never have enough. Started off with 1 wife, now got 2. 2 ain't enough, now got 3. 3 ain't enough, now got 4. 4 ain't enough, now got 5. They are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. They are all shepherds, that cannot understand. They all look to their own way. They all what? Look to their own way. They all what? Look to their own way. They don't have the understanding that we all family and we all one people. So they look into their own way. Sound kind of like camps, don't it? Sound kind of like segregation, don't it? Ain't that what's going on with the camps? Segregation. Black segregation. Well, the Most High told you about them in verse 11. Yea, they are all greedy dogs, which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way. Selfish as hell. All about them and what they can get. Everyone for his gain. Everyone for his what? His gain. That's why they're going their own way. They're all trying to make money off the people of the Most High God. After his own gain from his quarter. 12. Verse 12. Come ye, say they. Come you, say they. Who? The dumb watchmen. The dumb dogs. Come you, say they. I will fetch wine. And we will fill ourselves with strong drink. And tomorrow shall be as this day. Ain't nothing coming. Ain't nothing gonna change. Just keep coming on down here and giving me your tithe money. Just keep on treating me like High Priest Akhenaten, like I'm walking on water and I go to the toilet just like you. Come on up out of here. Just keep on keeping on. We got a feast coming up. Come on. Keep on keeping on. Talking about everything that what's going on planet Earth. Well, I'm here today as the Most High's real watchman to let you know these people are not playing games. What? John 10:10. The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Yeshua says, I come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. I'm here today to let you know that Hashatan is in control of the earth. He wants the extermination of every evil on planet Earth. But since some of you out there are not educated enough, let me go ahead and help you. In America at one time, there was a rule called a one-drop rule. And within that one-drop rule, that if you had one drop of Hebrew blood, you was a Hebrew. And it was called a scientific name, invisible blackness. Oh, you better come on up out of here. You hearing me out there? They're going to try to target the Hebrews. But they forgot about the one-drop rule. So let me tell you something. People that don't look like us, because this is a bioweapon meant for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. But there are a lot of people all over the world with the one drop, baby. And so when you begin to see people that don't look like us contact this disease and drop dead, know that they had one drop of Hebrew blood pumping in their veins. This is a race-specific bioweapon that's being released on planet Earth. And the only way I know out of this is to stay under the precious blood of Yeshua. Are you hearing me out there? The only way is not to be out there in willful sin right now. Oh, come on out of here. The only way is not to be practicing pornography right now. Are you hearing me out there? The only way is to clean up, sanctify, and set yourself apart spiritually from the rest of the world, no matter where you living right now. Consecrate yourself. Consecrate your home. Consecrate your children. Consecrate your dogs, your cats, and your rats. Come on out of here. Because today, my friend, according to the Bible, the Most High promised in the book of Ezekiel, I think it's chapter 11, that though he scattered us far among the countries, that he would be a little sanctuary under us from where we live. Well, I'm here today as the Most High servant to give warning. Make your home a little sanctuary. Don't let no leaven into your home. Don't let no leaven on your property in this hour. If there's anybody trying to live a life of sin on your property, put them out. Get them out. Hello! Now is not the time to play games. I'm here today to blow the trumpet, to sound the alarm that these people, they're not going to announce it on the TV. They're not going to tell the world. They're just going to sit back and play dumb and watch people fall out. This is El Dayo for One Nation, One Power. Stay under the blood.
Now, many of you are aware of the current Ebola outbreak in Africa. The extent of the outbreak, however, is being suppressed. What many aren't aware of is, though we've had outbreaks before, this one is very different. The tests aren't working. The vaccine is not stopping the spread. And now there are multiple other factors. On the 20th of May, U.S. Navy sailor was found unresponsive on board the USS Arlington. She was quickly pronounced dead, with her name only being released earlier today. Lieutenant Kaylee Ludwig was a Medical Corps officer. She was part of a group directly responsible for supporting the 6th Fleet actions in Africa recently before her duty on the USS Arlington. And as a former U.S. Navy sailor myself and emergency room nurse, I find this all very concerning, because this is not the only suspicious incident that has occurred this year. The CDC and the World Health Organization have already admitted that they really have no idea how far the Ebola virus has traveled, and also, more frightening, is the fact that people who are testing clean are actually infected. They're finding out later, up to a year later, and that's just of who we know of. The tests just aren't working. There are treatments, but there is no cure. And even the treatments, it still has an 80% mortality rate. That is extremely frightening. The U.S. Navy has not released a cause of death, and the NCIS is looking into what could have killed a young, otherwise healthy sailor so quickly. I mean, it's pretty strange. She was only 28 years old. What aren't they telling us? I mean, many people may not understand the signs and symptoms, but in the early stages of Ebola, symptoms present kind of like the measles, mumps, malaria, or even the common flu. Earlier this year, an entire Navy ship with Marine Corps on board, the USS Fort McHenry, was quarantined at sea for 5 months. And most people have no idea. This was reportedly due to mumps. Mumps? Really? The entire crew was 100% verifiably vaccinated. The U.S. military vaccinates everybody for measles, pretty much everything. And then this month, a 400-foot cruise ship owned by the Church of Scientology was also quarantined in St. Lucia. In my previous video, I explained that there was a U.S. doctor who had been in Africa treating Ebola patients he contracted Ebola. They treated him in Africa. He seemingly made a complete full recovery. He returned back to the U.S., and then a few months later, he began having symptoms again. They kept testing him, and he repeatedly tested negative. They just had no idea what was going on. Then one morning, he woke up and noticed that he had 2 different color eyes. His normal blue eyes, he had 1 blue eye and 1 green eye. So what they did was they used a small needle to aspirate some fluid out of his eye, tested it, and it tested positive for Ebola. You may be wondering how that's even possible. Well, our eye technically is not connected to our blood system, except for the vessels, but that's besides the point. But that detail reminded me of a flurry of headlines that came out back in 2017, 2018, where people were discussing if Ivanka Trump or Melania had changed their eye color. You know, I just figured it was gossip talk, but then you look at the pictures, and well, as we see right here, it obviously shows a very different color eye. I'm not sure most of you even remember this because it wasn't highly publicized, but in early 2018, Muhammad Buhari, the president of Nigeria, visited the White House. A month later, Melania was hospitalized for a mysterious kidney problem, which everyone was quite shocked. I know I was, because she seemingly was very healthy. Nobody knew that there was something wrong with her. Is it possible that maybe Melania could have been infected by the Nigerian administration, maybe one of their bodyguards or someone that came along with them? I don't know. But after being hospitalized here, she ended up traveling, remember, to Africa in October of that same year. So it could have truly been that she was going out there to get treatment under the radar, and then she just did some tours and stuff to kind of cover it. I don't know. And just a couple months ago, there was an obvious body double that stood in for Melania in Alabama for one of Trump's rallies that he did, and it was obviously a body double. It was obviously not Melania. I even did a video on it because I just figured she was just taking the day off or something, you know, like whatever. Maybe she didn't feel like going, but now putting all these things together, maybe that's what it is. And Ivanka also has taken multiple trips to Africa. All of this is just not sitting well, and it's not adding up to the official narrative. I mean, we have multiple ships being quarantined, mysterious cases of the measles and the mumps, and now we have, just yesterday, California passing a legislation that essentially requires every single child to be vaccinated. There will not be any religious waivers allowed or anything. I think even for homeschooled kids. It is affecting our troops. We still have 6,000 troops in Africa, and they're talking about sending another 1,000. And they're not even talking about this. As a veteran of the U.S. Navy and also a former emergency room nurse, all of these things just are not adding up. There's just too many suspicious things on board ships. I was on board a destroyer and a oiler, but on all of the naval vessels, we have ways that we keep the air circulating correctly to where if there are biological situations, that it's called negative pressure, and so whenever you open one door, you stand inside. So you have one door, you get inside, close that other door, and then you open the other door. And that's to keep any type of biological situations out. And so for an entire ship to come down with some mysterious something that they're calling mumps, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, everybody's vaccinated. I mean, she was 28 years old. just mysteriously died in Iraq. And Iraq was where you sleep. But not only that, she was a medical officer who helped out in Africa. So, did she have Ebola? Or did she know something? So, I don't know, guys. All I know is Ebola is here. Ebola is in the United States. The question is, what are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Definitely sharing this. Like, share, subscribe if you're not. And I will keep y'all updated. That's really all I know right now. It's just something keeps popping up. More stuff, more stuff. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.
Новости с США. Одна из самых читаемых сегодня в интернете. Пентагон подтвердил, что собирает биоматериалы россиян. О том, что это происходит, говорил 2 дня назад Владимир Путин на встрече с правозащитниками. Тогда многие правозащитники не поверили. Так вот, в американском военном ведомстве подтвердили, но попытались оправдаться. Дескать, собирают биоматериалы в России, но исключительно в медицинских интересах. Как на самом деле? Почему исследование даже в Петербурге возглавляет гражданин США? Мы нашли такой научный центр. Грозит ли России биоопасность? Разбирался Алексей Петров.
В Пентагоне признают, ВВС страны действительно проводили тендер, рассчитывая приобрести необходимые биоматериалы. Особый интерес военных вызывает все, что связано с работой суставов. Главное условие – донор должен быть из России, никаких серьезных заболеваний. Военные объясняют, что проводят исследования опорно-двигательного аппарата для выявления различных биомаркеров, связанных с травмами.
В запросе не было прописано, где должны быть получены образцы, однако для продолжения исследования требовались аналогичные образцы. Поскольку первоначально поставщик предоставил образцы из России, подходящие для изначальной группы заболеваний, то и контрольная группа образцов также должна быть российского происхождения.
Фрагмент с сайта, где как раз и были прописаны условия тендера, обескураживает.
Будете ли вы рассматривать образцы с Украины?
Нет, все образцы, синвиальная ткань и образцы РНК должны быть взяты в России, у европеоидов. Правительство не будет рассматривать образцы тканей с Украины.
Специалисты уверены, исследования, связанные с генами, это будущее мировой науки. В этих лабораториях МГУ каждый день ведутся исследования, связанные с клетками. Создан целый банк-депозитарий различных биоматериалов. Такие работы сейчас идут во всем мире, как правило, в научных целях. Но утверждать, что секретные разработки всего лишь фантастическое кино, было бы слишком наивно. Разработка российских ученых. Проект «Ноев ковчег». Образцы материалов берутся только с согласия пациента. Все открыто. Настоящий прорыв в лечении многих болезней.
В этой пробирке на самом деле находится ДНК. То есть это, по сути дела, кусочек генома. Вы можете предсказать вероятность, допустим, того, что человек заболеет такой или другой болезнью.
Но что, если аналогичные исследования попадут в руки зарубежных разведок или даже террористов, задаются вопросом ученые.
Теоретически такие данные действительно, наверное, могут быть использованы для каких-то военных целей. Дело в том, что если у вас есть некая группа людей, которая вся характеризуется каким-то особенным одним белком. Это бывает, в принципе, довольно часто. Если, допустим, вы сумеете подобрать к этому белку какую-то специфическую молекулу, которая этот белок нейтрализует, то человеку, конечно, придется от этого очень плохо. А на людей, грубо говоря, из других этносов это не подействует.
Аналогичные исследования идут и в Санкт-Петербурге. Журналисты уже обратили внимание, проектом «Российский геном» руководит американский гражданин. Администрация Санкт-Петербургского университета, впрочем, уверяет, Стефан Джеймс О'Брайен – большой ученый и свой человек.
Он один из ведущих ученых в этой области. И такова мировая практика – приглашать ведущих ученых для ведения тех исследований, которые представляют наибольший приоритет для организации. Но от того, что он руководит этими исследованиями, совершенно не значит, что он может воспользоваться этими данными и вывести их куда-то за пределы Российской Федерации и кому-то передать.
Страшно представить, что произойдет в случае применения биологического оружия. Например, попадание материала в систему водоснабжения может одновременно привести к массовым тяжелым заболеваниям. И интерес к разработкам и у военных, и у террористов. Впрочем, оснований для паники нет, тем более у жителей такой многонациональной страны, как Россия.
Теоретически, наверное, создание такого оружия возможно. Но это должен быть этнос, который сильно изолирован от других этносов. Одной пробиркой Россию не убить, это точно. Потому что много этносов. Потому что у нас и якуты, и венки. Вы не сможете подобрать такого вот молекулярного убийцу. Его даже теоретически я не представляю себе, как можно сделать.
Большая часть населения России, да, русские в том числе, это такие типичные европеоиды, да, европеоидные расы. Если американцы создадут биологическое оружие против русских, она точно так же убьет всю Европу и их вместе взятых.
Главное, подчеркивают ученые, подобные исследования должны быть под строгим контролем. Утечки такого рода могут иметь непредсказуемые последствия. Алексей Петров, Анна Колк, Валерия Близнякова, Виктор Приходько, Ольга Аленькина, Олег Васильков. Вести.